that?
understand?
We know. Do they know that?
We know that, but they don't. We have to make them know, say, a propaganda them.
It's just like in the American election where Elon Musk tell people say he will give them $1 million for phone. He will just even one of the catch.
We now go right there, so we're not gonna geopolitics right now. We are to Jamaica. We know you nothing
Yes.
about Trump and Elon
And
Musk.
Paul, to be honest with you, I heard you
Right.
use 2 words. I heard you use 2 words that got me blocked. Be careful of them.
No, them are
Suspended.
watching me. I know they are watching me.
No.
I know that.
Suspend. I'm telling you, because, you know, like again, we have to be careful. We don't have a lot of people. We have to stay on course with our people that we know can talk. You're a good talker. You're a good convincer. We don't want you to be suspended for 7 months, 7 weeks, or whatever, how long it is, right? Triple X was on, Mika, Tika, or whatever was on, whatever his name is on. This other one again, they are all talking about the budget. That is their talking point. And if you notice, the other day gone, I was on Charmaine, the For You page, or what has some talking points, and it's the same thing that Julian talks about yesterday. It's the same
Read off
exact
a one
point.
script, Mr.
Yes, because they
One
are
script.
they're telling them, use the script, don't deviate from the script. Doesn't matter what they say, push back and say, listen to me, this is what I want to talk about. That is what they're doing. We are a little bit all over the place. We have to keep with the current flow. It's a 24-hour news cycle, guys. And it every day is a new breaking news. We don't have a lot of time.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm not putting water on what you're saying. Don't take it like that, please. I just want my party to win, and I will do anything.
Yes. And I am confident he's going to win the 3rd term, no matter what the PMP are, the comrades.
Yes, but
we Master Margo are
big and serious, guys. Big and serious. What I listened over the interview with Faval and Dion. What did she say wrong? She didn't say anything wrong. The money that you'll accumulate over the 3 years, the money that you will save over the 3 years, you can put it towards buying some stock shares. You can put it towards anything at all.
It's called slice and dice.
And that is exactly what she said. You can put it towards. She never said you can use it to buy. She said you can put it towards.
They know the definition of towards. They know the definition of towards.
Remember saying no, it was one of the same one came out and says she never knew. So you could have opened bank account without money in it. This is a minister who came out, what's she name? Donna Scott Motley or whatever she name, lick her chest and say she never knew. In a Jamaica today, we had was to push back on those people and bring down Andrew already. So we have to talk about what she said she's gonna do for people.
Never constantly say this. Hold on there, Paul. Never constantly say this. The speech that he came out with saying they go.
That's another one.
Faval is the one that talked that on Nationwide after she did her interview. You all can go back and listen. When a judge, I think a judge asked her the question, and she said they are working with the bank to solve all of these problems.
And that's another topic they're talking about.
Them come run with it.
Exactly. They own it.
They own it and them can run with it. Because Faval already talk about it in the interview with Nationwide.
So now we are the patrol that have to push back. And says,
and
no.
If Faval never do it, and him come say that a lot of people in the interview with Faval do after the budget, but we listen to everything.
You know what is happening? You know what is happening? So the banks, the interest rate cut 4 times and it's 1%, right? So if you have a mortgage of $10,000 and the interest rate cut by 1%, that's approximately how much? $100, right? That is $100 per month off your mortgage. The bank are not doing that. The bank still keep the interest rate, and now they are making an extra rate, extra 100 off you every month, right? They are saying they're gonna do some regulation in order to force the bank to do that. That is part. When you think of that, who the $100 affect? Poor people. And if you notice the type of words that they use, poor people, poor people, poor people, the needy, the children, the teachers. Those are the words that are catchy. When we start use like budget, and when we just use the word like deficit, and when we start use them term where only financially literate people understand, the poor man are gonna look on you and say, what that talk about?
But you know, Marcia, you know, when they talk about poor people, because they have been, this is one of their songs from ever since. They love the poor, and then put the poor, make people what? Then put people first and make, as far as me concerned, and me always look back. Then put people first and make them worse.
And
then love
18
the
years.
poor. They make they love the poor, so they like to keep them poor, right? Looking at Massama constituency, looking at constituency, and look in our Andrew constituency. What is Massama doing for his constituents? What kind of house and building is in his constituents? What kind of progress or prosperity is going on in there? So
the people them love them. The people them.
We have to
the
show
people them. The people them live in its constituency love living like how they living.
18 years they believe we love the poor. 18 consecutive years they bought in and they say, yes, we them love the poor, them love we. And look at us. So you know, what is it that we're talking about? We're talking about the pro what she said she's gonna give to people. That's a credit. That is a credit. Right.
But they understand, just as you said, them not understand that.
But we have to convince them.
Because they are illiterate. There's a lot of illiterate people still in Jamaica.
Yes, but that's why we, just like how the PNP control them, we can take it back. We have to control what are the arguments going forward we're going to use from that budget. That is what we have to zoom in on.
You know, when I was in the police force in the 1980s, was stationed in Clarendon, and people come and have them little petty arguments and fight and them things, and then come a station, come report. You take them statement and you ask them to sign them name. I was so appalled that most out of 100, only 10% of people didn't know how to name there. Right? Could not sign them name. I mean, let me put it back another way. Because we're not so good with the maths. Right? But the majority of people who come there and could not sign them name, not even for put an X, was so appalling that I said, no man, something must be wrong. Because being a Kingstonian and knowing the schools, the amount of schools where we have in Kingston there, where we go on primary school, secondary school, and all them things. I mean, I say everybody's supposed to know for read and write, but I was only a Kingstonian. I never traveled to the rural.
I'm saying, you may say that means the composition. If you go to school, I say you have to learn composition. Me make you can learn to sign the name, comprehension, write letter them something that are simple something. And you see, composite education in the 70s, JLP did have that, you know. You understand, man? PNP take with that. But in composite education, every child have to learn and go to school, you know. Allow me to tell.
From primary school.
Composite, composite education, every child have to go. I said, PNP coming up with them change the policy. So, that the main basic thing is if I can read, as we say, some people couldn't sign them name. Maybe you could have scratched out them name. That's why when I go to school, brother, they say I can't check so good, I can read and write well. Good, brother. Trust me. Reading.
Me never really love figure. May I tell you the truth? After me leave,
Mr. Paul, are you able to explain how the breakdown gonna go for the electricity?
I was just about to tell Mark a while ago, we never love figure, right? But I leave that to Miss Favor
whenever we can
and
get
to,
a
well,
chance.
Nigel. I said I miss Nigel as a finance minister because he really knew how to deal with the PMP them, with
So
Master
what?
Mark and the PMP them.
So
I
you're
am not a
talking.
figure person.
So
I am
you're
When you can
seriously.
get
talking.
a,
I'm
when
telling
you
you the
can
truth.
get a chance, you know, let me know. Yeah.
So you're
Go
talking
ahead.
about how they're gonna do it. Well, what I understand what she's saying is that you're instead of paying the full, you're talking about the favor speech, correct?
It's favor
Right.
speech.
So what she's saying, the current GCT.
Marcia, just a
Mhm.
moment, because what I want us to do is to really focus on what will actually benefit all of us as
Yes,
opposed to benefiting the one, two person. And you know,
exactly,
this whole TikTok foolishness. Not everybody on TikTok, so it won't benefit all. So
exactly.
let's talk about what will actually benefit the
So
nation.
so let's put some figure in place. Let's say you're paying your electricity. So what she's saying is that the current GCT is 15, I think it's 15%, right? So if your
Mhm.
electricity comes to $10,000, it's 15 divided by 100, I think it's 150. Sorry, give me a second and I'll work this out. Give me a second. I just want to make some figure available. 15. Right. Right. I figure right. So if your electricity right now currently is $10,000 a month, right? And your electricity come to sorry, GCT is $15,000 for your oh my God. Let me just clear my mind. Thank you. So the GCT right now is 15%. That's what you pay on your electricity. If your electricity comes to $10,000 a month, you're gonna pay an additional 1,500. So
15%.
10,000 plus 1,500, that would be 11,500. That is your total bill for the month. What Fable is saying, instead of paying 15%, we're gonna do 7%. So 7 divided by
So
100
they only have to pay about
times
6 grand,
10,000
five grand something.
minus 10,000.
5 grand this
Hold on. So
600.
what she's saying, we're gonna now reduce for everybody. Doesn't matter what category for what do you call it there? For not for business, for all the consumer. We're gonna reduce it to 7%. So that's $10,000 instead of adding the 15%, the 1,500. We're gonna take away $700 because that is
They only
7%
have to pay
off.
500.
No, 7% off $10,000 would be $700. 700, 9,000 minus 700, that is 9,300. That is if your electricity bill is for 10,000 for the month, you'd only pay $9,300. That $700 now could go towards your water bill because normally most of the time people come, your water bill is approximately $1,200 or even $1,000. So you can use that money now to put towards your water bill. That is what she's saying. Everybody would be getting that. Another part
You
she
know, so that
talks,
right, Marcia?
pardon me?
If the bill comes to 10,000, I have to pay 7% DCT. Or if you minus is 700 out of 10,000, you would have to add
Sorry,
700 to
sorry, sorry.
10,000,
Yes,
no?
my mistake. Yes, so instead of
Okay.
1,500, it would be 10,700. Instead of
Yeah.
11,500, it would be $10,700. I'm a little bit confused. My mistake. So yes, you would only pay the 9,000 plus the GCT, the general consumption tax, which is $700 in this case. So 10,000 plus that. That is what you'll be paying. You are saving the additional. As I said, that now will also with that 1,500 minus 700, I think it's 800, can go towards your water bill. That's what she's saying. That's what you'll be saving. Which other one she talks about again with the same electricity? There was another one she talks about. Who can remind me of that? Nobody remembers her. Hello, guys.
Relating to what the JPS.
Yes. Yes. The
The
one she
things I
talks
mean
about
know
the
about
prepaid.
was the
The
prepaid for
prepaid.
the
Yes, the
yes.
prepaid. So for prepaid now, and this is good, and my mother was the one who said no, she might not get it. So when she talks about for the first 4,000, 4,000 or 20,000, well, she has
But
20,
that type
was
of
it
people
what?
when something them ask here. I think she refer to
Exactly.
people when a regularize.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. And for the people
Mm.
now who still, you can now get your prepaid. It's like your
Yeah,
top up with your phone. You top up your phone, you put extra money on it.
as from overseas they can do it.
You can't even ask your family. Lord of his mercy, don't even go there. Didn't even thought of that one. My mother go call me say, oh, she want money to top up on her light bill. So
The
in
Marcia, the same one say something. So
yes,
in the wait one time.
just let me wrap up this and then he can come in. So the point is that these are the savings that the poor people will benefit. That's what poor people are gonna be benefiting from, not for the whole Tapanaris figure. Are you gonna cap for teachers? You're gonna cap for teachers, you're gonna cap for this. These are the poor people. This will be affecting immediately. Effective immediately. Go ahead,
Right.
Dimi.
Thank you, guys. I'm gonna maybe a couple minutes, in about 2 3 minutes, just to say something. I'm asking you guys to give me a chance. Um, One, we must be mindful of the type of people we have on the platform. Two, their experience that they have. Three, their educational background. And with those three, we must understand that there are diversity of persons or people that is on the platform. Hence, we might be on the platform and somebody is on a certain topic. The reason why that person might be on the topic is because they cannot articulate other topics. And so we must, take our time and drive home our point adding towards the topic because we can change the narrative easily. And I will say that because, my beautiful wife, Marcia, have financial background. I cannot come on the platform and give you figures such as dividing 3 trillion, 4 trillion, 2 billion. She can do that. Connecting the dot can give you every figure of crime and what run in the police force. So when you come, you will talk about the police force. I can give you a little bit of history and personal experience that I have. And I can maybe, look through it in maybe if we match all of them together. Because what I wanted was the connection. And we were getting there, we were getting there. Because what is happening now with what Julian is doing, right? It's clearly that what they had done physically to us in the 70s is what they're planning to do to us financially in 2020. That I was hoping that when my beautiful wife came on, she with that experience that she had, that financial experience, would have drawn the string, stretch it from there up, because it's not everybody can articulate
Hold on a
points by
second. Can you hold?
point.
I think you're
How,
sleeping and you need to mute.
who,
Ernie,
who is who is that, Annie?
Ernie, I
All right,
think you're sleeping. You don't need to mute Ernie.
all right, I did. Um, and so, with Paul now, Paul have that, security background, the history. Maybe he cannot, I'm not saying he can't do it, but maybe he's not able to articulate it like how you just did, Sister Marcia. And so, if we could kind of pull them together most time and don't make it seems as if, because sometimes it seems as if what we are talking about, that's how it comes across to me sometimes, that what we are saying, you know, is not really relevant. While it is relevant, and I know you're not saying that, I know you're not saying that. I know you're not saying that. But I can look at it that way, and other persons can look at it that way. And sometimes we don't know who will leave with a bad taste in their mouth. I know Paul is still here, so he's not going to leave with a bad taste. But let us just, find a way, because I know you can just come in, Sister Master, and take the conversation from 90s and put it this way without even saying a word to anybody. You know how to do that.
Okay,
You get what I mean?
okay, can I just say something?
Yeah, man.
I mean, we're taking time to discuss this. Like I apologize, and I said, chances are this might not go down well. I was listening before I even came up in the box, and I listened to when he started about the cable mom and the Dudley Thompson and move, and then he moves into another topic called the Eventide home. Now, I didn't see where he was gonna, and this is me, and I'm not criticizing him. I didn't see the connection he was making, and that's why I came in and I said, guys, we have 16 to 20 weeks from the election, because the election it can't be held in June because of GSAT and all of the examers or CSAT or whatever they call them. It's not gonna be held in June. Chances are maybe not in July. The reason why I said not in July is because of Reggae Fest and tourists. Then we have the first week of independence for August the 6th. It's going to be the second week. I think it's the second week to the third week in August. The reason why I said that also is because they have to prepare for school to reopen the 1st of September. They're not going to allow Mark Golding to go back. It will not be wise to allow Mark Golding to go back to conference, because that is going to jam up the crowd and for his people, his base, and give them momentum. We want to sap it. And that's why I said we are 16 weeks, approximately 16 weeks away from an election. What's his name was saying June for election. That is even closer. So the going topic, what we have to focus in right now on, what is in the news today. That is what we have to drive home. What is in the news? And I said, I am sorry if it comes across like I cut him off or something. But the point I'm saying is that we have to talk what is happening, what people are feeling at this time.
And I agree with you, Marcia. Sister Marcia, I agree with you. I am not upset.
Thank you. I don't want anybody to feel like I did that.
No. I agree with what you're saying, because we have to show what this prime minister has been doing from 2016 up to this present moment. And yes, we have to get it across, especially to the younger generation, because it was the younger generation who helped him to get into power from 2016. So we have to make sure that we hold on to that group and let them know that, yes, look, you see what he's doing and what he has done, and there are more to come. But then as an elder, I am trying to tell them that my generation and my parents' generation made mistakes by letting the comrades come into power and destroy our island, where people in the Caribbean look down on us when we were once the pearl of the Caribbean.
Sister Marcia, and that's why you, Petal, and Casper, and others, we could have called out others, but you are the three that are always here, that I am going to hold responsible sometime. Because you know why? Most time, the argument is trained, because the persons who are here cannot articulate it. But you are on the For You page. When you're there on For You page, and you come a classroom, can't teach. You need to steer in a classroom. Steer the conversation. That's what I want, Sister Marcy. I want you here. I know you can't be here all the time because you need to take a lunch break. But you need to steer the conversation. Just go. Cut on sometime. We can't find it.
Guys, hello, good morning.
Demi, 1 second there, Jadra, sorry. Demi, in defense of that, remember, the three of us you call out name, we're single women that works to pay our bills. We are at work. Right now, I'm at work talking to you.
Well, on there. Well, since when you turn single woman, come in and
Since,
tell me how you're divorced.
since you
Since when
left
you turn
me,
single.
since you run me.
All right.
Anyhow, Deidre wanna say something, then Omar wanna come in. Let's move the argument.
Miss, I was asking Patrick in JA this morning about the food bill that he speaks about.
Thank you.
Yes, the food bill and the bus system.
Let's move the argument.
He speaks about system. So me want some Miss Marcy. Miss Marcy, me have to turn off the phone. Me just no want hear nothing where that man was saying. Me turn off every light.